Oh man, what did we do? We bought a car. We bought a car. In fact, we actually bought two. And I'm not gonna sit here and just talk your head off about it. We got two cars right here. Now, this one right here, well, you guys already know the story on that. This one is going right back into the auction. Straight back into those Copart gates here. This one is done. This one, you know, I didn't think this would be the winner of the bunch. I really didn't, because I thought that car for sure was going to be an excellent buy, and I was completely wrong. This one, however, we have to figure out if it's going to be a good buy or not. Now, it is dead as a doornail, and I'm actually considering swapping batteries if they're interchangeable. I believe this is a 2001 Honda Accord. This is the 3-liter V6. It's got very nice tires. It's, I don't know the name, I don't recognize the name, but they're Aspen Touring All Season. Matching tires all the way around. It's the EX, so it's got the sunroof and power everything and yada yada yada. It's got a rear spoiler that does absolutely nothing at all. It's got the dual exhaust. All right, it's a nice looking car, but we really don't know anything about it. We didn't get to hear it run when we did the walk around video, because it, just like this one, the battery was dead, you know. And when I'm out here recording, number one, I don't have a lot of time, and I don't want to bother these Copart people that have a million other things to get done with looking at these cars. Now, from now on, when I'm seriously interested in a car, I'm going to ask them to please come out here and jumpstart it for me. You know, that I won't be making this mistake again. It was a costly lesson. Oh man, come on now. Let's get this trunk open. Okay, very clean. The car itself is very clean. The paint job is horrible, but I'm thinking, if spare tire looks excellent too. Wow. If this car turns out to be a good running driving car, this is nothing for Mako. You know, this is a $500 paint job. Now that car over there, we paid $955 out the door for. That's total, complete, out the door. Ouch. This one was $1,330. I paid $1,000 was the winning bid on this one. The winning bid on that one was $700. So this one went for a little bit more. $1,000 winning bid, $1,330 out the door. Oh, it's locked. Okay, I'm not sure how it got locked. They have similar mileage, 178, 801, and 175, 473. Now, I already know this thing is not going to start. The battery is just toast. Well, maybe it will. Hold on. We got juice. Ah, dang it. Okay. I guess we're going to have to pop the hood. The interior of this car is in really good condition. It really is. The car is dirty, but I think with a paint job, are you kidding me? How is this locked? I think with a paint job, this is like a $3,500 car all day long. What is this stuff? These are hood struts. These are hood struts. Well, that's good news, because the hood struts on this car are junk. Now, we looked at this during the walk around, and this car has no leaks. Yeah, this sucker is toast. That battery actually looks like it. I think we'll save this battery. We'll just try to recondition it. Let's put a booster pack on this bad boy. Let's fire it up and see what she does. All right, it appears to me that the cables are on correctly. Nothing's cracking, popping, or on fire, so I think we should be good to go. Let's get this out of here and let's fire up. Oh man, it's running? I fired right up and quiet. It feels like there's a misfire. I think there's a misfire. I definitely feel a misfire. Very slight. I wonder if it's a constant misfire. Yeah, it doesn't matter how much you rev it up. Constant misfire. That, I would bet, is going to be a spark plug or a coil. The radio work? Oh, it wants a code. Oh, look, we got lots of papers. There may be a code to the radio in here. I'm not going to pull any of that out because I don't want to give out anybody's personal information, but we're definitely going to need to get the code for that. Put it in gear. Backward. Forward. And we got a check engine light flashing right here. I don't know if y'all can even see that, but it's flashing. Air conditioning. Ice cold air. Good deal. All right. Well, does the window work? It does. Man, awesome. This could end up being a score. So I guess the only thing left to do is, yeah, you can see it's got a misfire. I guarantee I'll run the diagnostic, and if we're lucky, God, if we're really lucky, it's going to be one of these coils. 3 on the back, 3 on the front. Not hard to get to, not hard to change, and hopefully we don't have a transmission problem. That's what concerned me about this car, is they are notorious for transmission issues, but I figured at 175,000 miles, the transmission probably should have grenaded long before now. The fluid looked all right when I checked it, so I think we'll be able to put this on the road, put a coil or a plug in it, and she'll probably be just fine. All right, this is going to be our first drive. I really hate driving it with that misfire, but let's see if we can get her to the house. The main thing I'm interested in right now is that transmission. Like I said, I'm real leery about it. Luckily, we don't have a lot in either one of these cars, so you know, it's not the end of the world. I just felt it shift into second gear, so we know we've got 1 and 2. Here we go. Second. Third. I'm not sure if we're in overdrive or not. There's overdrive right there. Right there. That's all the gears. Yeah, she's got all of her gears. How about that? All right, guys. So she is doing phenomenal. Aside from a slight vibration from the misfire we have with the engine there. This car, I'm not a Honda guy. I think most of you know that by now. I'm a GM guy, you know. If I had to pick one, I love my GMs, but I'm going to be honest with you. This car is phenomenal. You're talking about a 2001 Honda Accord. This car is almost 20 years old, and it's pushing 200,000 miles. You know, it's got, what, another 25,000 miles before it's 200K. And aside from the misfire, it runs and drives great. It's quiet. There's no creaks, clunks, no wobbles, no nothing. Now, I know that has less to do with the brand manufacturer itself and more to do with people that actually maintain their vehicles. But it still surprises me at how well this little car runs, drives, and handles at almost 20 years old with almost 200,000 miles on the odometer. Mad props to this little Accord. I think once we get that misfire resolved, she's going to be a strong runner, man. I really do. Fix the misfire. But look, we just went over railroad tracks and it was nothing. Fix the misfire. Get a paint job. Even the cruise control works. The steering wheel's sitting straight. Even came with almost a full tank of gas. And you can't beat it for $1,000. This is a $1,000 car. $1,330 out the door. So, hey, you know, you win some, you lose some. Obviously, we lost on the Park Avenue. But, you know, it's all good, man. It's just the name of the game. When you buy as many cars as we do, you're bound to come across a dud here and there. But for me, it's been a very positive experience buying cars at Copart. I've only gotten a few duds, and there have been countless good quality cars that have come out of that place. So I'm very happy with the buying experience thus far, and I am truly happy with this little Honda. Now, under the hood, the engine says that the timing belt was replaced and water pump at 98,000 miles. Now, these are 100,000 mile timing belts, if I remember correctly, and that means that the timing belt will be due on this in about 23,000 more miles. So that's something to keep in consideration. You know, I don't want to say we could hold on to this car, but I wouldn't be opposed to it. And the timing belt's really not overly complicated on this either. I don't know. I don't know. I think this is a great flip car, and I think that's probably what needs to happen to it. It needs to go, we need to get the paint job, we need to fix the mechanicals, make sure it's running properly, and then I think it needs to go up for sale, because I believe this car could bring $3,500, maybe, possibly $4 grand to the right buyer. And even at $3,500, when you've got $1,330 into it, plus $500 for a paint job, you know, about $2 grand by the time we're done with probably spark plugs and things like that. $2 grand or so, being able to pull $3,500 to maybe $4,000, that's a good deal all day long. Let's get it home. All right, so the old girl made it home, and we've run a diagnostic using my MaxiSys Elite. So let's find out what the engine light is on for. We got some wind picking up out here now. All right, we will go to read codes, and we have interesting misfire on any cylinder, and we have a solid misfire on cylinder number 4. So at least now we know what we're looking at. We're going to be looking at the coil, would be my guess, most likely on cylinder number 4. But we're going to keep that in mind. Cylinder number 4 misfire, that's most likely why we have that slight vibration and why the check engine light is flashing. So the car made it home, no problem. Yes, it's a tad bit underpowered, and yes, there is a little bit of a vibration, especially on acceleration, which is normal when you have a misfire. Stay tuned for the next video. We know what the cause is now. We know it's cylinder number 4. It does not necessarily mean it's a spark plug. It doesn't mean that it is a coil. There's a lot of other things that can go wrong in an engine. It could be a valve that's not working properly. It could be a valve that got hot, an exhaust valve that got burnt and is not seating properly. It could be a slightly leaking head gasket. Now, these are extreme cases. Usually that's not the case. It's usually something simple. It could be a fuel injector, it could be a coil, a spark plug, a valve issue, a head gasket. There's a million things it could be, but at least we've got it narrowed down to the cylinder. So in the next video on this vehicle, we will be figuring out specifically what is wrong on cylinder number 4 and trying to repair it before we send it off to Mako to get a nice new black paint job. So hey, I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it wasn't very long, and I know it wasn't in-depth. Really didn't do a lot other than pick up a car, but what do you think about the $1,330 2001 Honda Accord EX V6? And yes, the sunroof works. Check this out. Vent and open. How about that? Yeah, it all works. The car seems to be in really, really good condition overall. I think this is worth saving. We'll try to get that motor fixed, get that taken care of. I think we may have a transmission mount going out. If any of you are familiar with Hondas, I'm sure there is a particular transmission mount on this car that's notorious for failing. If you know what that is, I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. Go ahead and message that down below or comment down below, because I do notice I feel kind of a jerk when it shifts when you're under hard acceleration. So I'm pretty sure we got a tranny mount going, but come on, man, this is a great little car. These are wonderful cars. It's in exceptionally good condition. I think I got a good deal for $1,330 out the door, but what do you think? Comment below. Follow me on Instagram, Auto Auction Rebuilds. Please follow me on Facebook, Auto Auction Rebuilds. I truly do appreciate all of you. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're not currently subscribed, and stay safe out there. I will catch you all very soon in the next one.